Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be building out a form class. Now, if my voice sounds a little nasally or anything, I do apologize. I'm still a bit sick, but I wanted to get this video out. So here we go. So in our modules, I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to call this form.module.php. And this form will allow us to create, this form class will allow us to create forms using PHP and our component class that we created last time. Now, we're not going to extend this. Instead, we're going to call that form class directly. So I'm going to say class. Oh, I can open up my PHP. Okay. So this is going to be a long class or a large class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break this up into multiple videos. So class form, and I want to give this just a bit of space. Okay, so class form, and this is going to take a lot of private functions and private variables. So bear with me. So private, this is going to be $_action, and we'll do $_method, and then $_ inputs. And I am going to say that that's equal to an empty array by default. And then $_ validators. And again, that's also going to be equal to an empty array. $_ errors, and also equal to an empty array. And then form attributes, $_ form attributes, again equal to an empty array. And then we're going to say, so these next few variables are going to basically be true or false. So now we're going to say if it has dynamic fields. And by default, that's going to be false. And then we're going to check for $_ has file uploads, and by default also false. And then $_ captcha enabled, and by default that's going to be false. So this is getting kind of long here, so I'm just going to break some of these down a level. Like so. Okay. So now we're going to say $custom or $_ custom components, and I'm going to set that equal to an empty array by default. $_ additional components, and that's going to be an array by default. And then $_ general components, and again an array by default. Oops, I accidentally put a semicolon instead of a comma. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to say $_ wrap in form group, and it's going to be an empty array by default. So because of the way that our component system works, we actually have a few extra variables here, such as the wrap in form group, general components, additional components, custom components. So everything I feel is self-explanatory except for these last 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that. So custom components, we want to be able to pass, like, for instance, a anchor tag or a label or some sort of subheading. Well, this custom components will allow us to do that. It will allow us to pass in components into the actual form. Additional components does basically the same thing, but instead of adding a custom component, it allows us to add additional components, such as other inputs into, like, an input group, or multiple checkboxes, or things like that. General components allow us to add, like, headings and subheadings, stuff like that, to the form group. And then the wrap and form group will allow us to wrap the inputs and everything, labels, whatever we want, into divs and paragraphs and specifically divs. And that's what that wrap and form group will allow us to do. And then we'll be able to pass different class names and an ID or even styles into that div, so that way we can create a custom component. Okay, now that we've gotten all these private variables, and I think I'm just gonna, just that way. There we go. Just so that way it's all lined up. Okay. Now, we also need to create a constructor, and this constructor is going to allow us to take in information for the form. So, like, where we're going to submit. So I'm going to say public function underscore underscore construct, and so what this is going to do is we're going to take in an action, a method, and the attributes. So we're going to say that $action, and by default we're going to set that equal to an empty string, so that way we don't have to pass it in if we don't want to. And then we're going to say $method is equal to post. And then finally, $form attributes, I'm going to set that equal to an empty array. And we're just going to get rid of all this and rewrite that. Okay. We're going to say that $this and underscore action is equal to action. We're going to say the same thing for the method and the same thing for the form attributes. And so this will basically set that for us. Now, we also have a bunch of private functions, but before we do the private function, what we're going to do is, if you remember, we have this validators right here, which is basically an array. Well, not basically, it is an array. We're going to go to public function, and this is going to be called add validator. And we're doing this because this is super easy. And we're going to say $name. And we're just going to say callable $validator and $error message. And by default, I'm going to set that error message. You know what? Actually, there's a better way to do that. Rather than being, you know what? By default, we'll say equal to an empty array, so you don't have to pass anything. So this underscore validators, and we're going to say $name, and that's going to be equal to an array. And this is going to be equal to validator, and then the validator function, and then an error message, which I think I'm going to rename this to message. So, and then error message. Oops. Name. and a. There we go. Okay. So what this will do is when we create a form and we go to the back end, it'll pass in a bunch of like post or get variables from that form using the name attribute. And so what we'll do is we'll say like $_post and then name, for instance, if it was the person's name, and we'll just say $_ name is equal to, like so. And then we can chain on $name add validator, and then we would pass in a name like is numeric, and then a function, and we could return the is numeric and then name and then a message. And then we can add another validator, like so. That's the idea of that validator function. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here, and in the next video we're going to start going over some of the private functions to actually build up our form inputs and hidden inputs and like selects and checkboxes and stuff like that. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.